Hello everyone, my name is Kimberly McFarland and welcome to another episode of Adventist on the Move. Today we have with us Mr. Brian Jones, who is one of the pianists for the upcoming concert Keys to the Kingdom, which will be held in Huntsville, Alabama next month. Hello, Mr. Jones. How are you doing today?
Well, thanks, Kimberly, for giving me the opportunity to come and talk about this upcoming event.
So, Mr. Jones, what is Keys to the Kingdom?
Well, it's a collection of pianists coming together in a series of duets and solo performances, kind of an unplugged thing, since we're living in a digital age, great technology and enhanced equipment. We kind of wanted to do a concert offering music in a very natural setting where we focus on just the raw natural abilities of the musicians involved. So it basically is an unplugged situation. Very little on electronics and machines and equipment.
Okay, could you tell us how this group came together?
This entire concert series basically came together kind of out of a happenstance kind of situation. The first concert was done in Huntsville because it was really the culmination of a music worship weekend done at First Church in Huntsville. And the minister of music down there wanted to finish the weekend off with a concert. And the guest speaker that she had invited was also a pianist. So she got the idea that he could speak and then at the end of the weekend feature him. And since she was the minister of music and she also played, she could be a part of the program, and then she would invite maybe one or two other people that she knew in the area and turn it into a kind of an extravaganza to finish the weekend. And the concert turned out so well that many of the people there heard it and came up afterwards and started asking, how can we bring this same program that we just heard to other places? So a bunch of other offers arose as a result of the excitement and the positive experiences that were had by the audience during the concert. So it evolved from there and became essentially the Keys to the Kingdom, and we took it on the road.
Okay, so how do all of you all know each other?
Well, it's kind of like in any walk of life. Doctors, especially top doctors, know other top doctors in other specialties. Lawyers, trial lawyers know other trial lawyers. Teachers know other teachers. So in the Adventist church, since our denomination isn't that big, if you're a musician and you travel, move around, chances are you're going to run into other musicians who are either as good or better than you are. And over a course of a few years, you get to know several of the musicians that are of note in the church. So, and then there's always Oakwood, because some of us actually went to Oakwood either at the same time or in eras close to each other in terms of time frame. So over the course of years, we all have either heard each other's names or seen each other perform or have performed with each other. And so we all basically came to know each other over the course of years. So we were all familiar with each other and each other's work.
And how long have all of you been doing this?
Well, we've been together about, this is 2016, so we've been together about 10 years. Because it kind of started back at around 2006, I think, was when we did our first concert. So we've had a number of concerts around over that span of time. So it's been about 10 years or so that we've been doing these concerts.
So could you tell us who are some of the artists in the group?
Well, the number of artists has actually evolved. When it started, there were only about 6 of us, but now there are 7. Actually, when it's the very first concert, I think it was more like 4 or 5. I kind of came on almost by accident. At the very first concert, the word had gotten out all the way up to Nashville that this concert was taking place in Huntsville. So when I heard about it, I said, oh man, I got to find a way to get down there and hear this concert, because I knew everybody on the list. So I said, it's rare when that many musicians that I knew were all together in the same place. So I said, I got to find a way to get down there. So I went down there, and when I got to the place where the concert was going to be, sat in the audience, word started getting out. I think I said hello to a couple people, and then when people realized that I was there, one of them actually came up to me and said, hey man, do you have a solo in your head that you can just do? We'll slot you in during intermission halfway through. And I said, oh man, I really didn't come prepared to play. I just want to be a spectator. And they said, no, you're here, man. You got to do something. And then I found out afterwards they had planned to ask me in the first place, but just didn't get around to doing it. So I was kind of supposed to be there anyway. I didn't know that. So I thought of something in my head. I said, I do have one solo I think that I can do. So I did it at intermission. That went well. And then I go back into the audience and they say, man, we've got this idea to do this finale where we want all of the musicians that were in the concert to play at the same time to finish the thing off. And they said, we're going to do Amazing Grace or something. I said, well, at least I know that song. So they said, can you jump in and we'll tell you what key you want to play in, and then you just do a little segment, then you slip off, and then somebody else will take your place. And I said, well, okay. I said, you got me. So it turned out actually to be 6 pianists all total, and we had a MC who was also a pianist, but he wasn't part of the actual performing part of the program. After the concert was over and we started getting offers to go to other places, we asked him to join in, and that became 7 pianists all total. So that's where we are now. We're 6. If one of us is missing, there's one person that sometimes has difficulty making a concert. So when that happens, we have 6 people. But when we have everybody, it's 7.
Okay, when do you all have time to practice?
Well, actually, logistically speaking, that's really kind of not possible. So this is where we have to give all the credit and honor to God, because He has given each one of us so much natural ability, and we have practiced and developed that ability over the years, that we are actually able to, from a talent standpoint, just kind of decide, you and I can do a duet. Okay, well, what's the song? I got an idea. Oh, you got an idea? Okay, well then I'm going to do this, and then you'll do that, and which key are we going to do it in? So people have actually been able to put ideas together from individuals in the group, and just basically off of talent be able to create something just based on the song, if we both know the song. So I have actually one duet in the concert with one of the other pianists in the group. Now, it just so happens that the 2 of us at the time lived in the same city, so we actually could rehearse on a regular basis and actually, tighten that duet up. But for the other duets, that's basically just raw ability and talent. The solos, of course, everybody's able to do that individually, because you don't need anybody else to practice and rehearse yourself wherever you live. So that's pretty much how we've been able to pull this concert off.
Okay, how many concerts has this group performed?
Well, we've done about 11 concerts altogether in various places. The concert that's coming up in Huntsville at First Church on October 15th should be our 12th concert that we have done since the group began doing concerts. As I said, it will be at First Church, Huntsville, Alabama, October 15th, third weekend of the month at around 6 or 6:30 in the evening. Concert should be about 2 hours, maybe 2.5. And you'll really want to come to this. If you've never come to a concert like this before, you will probably never have seen a concert like this. Most of the people that have talked to us afterwards have said, after they've been to the concert, when it was over, they said it was one of the best concerts that they've ever been to in their entire lives. So I'm really encouraging everybody, if you are in the area, either if you live in Huntsville or if you live in Nashville and you can make the drive down, please come down and hear it, because we don't do these concerts very often. So this is a real good opportunity for you to hear this concert. Thank you once again, Kimberly, for the opportunity to come and speak about this event. Thank you for having me, and I look forward to any other segments that you might do in promoting other fine events that occur from time to time. Thanks.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Jones, for coming today, and we look forward to coming to your concert, and I hope you too choose to come to the concert for the Keys to the Kingdom, which will be in Huntsville, Alabama next month. My name is Kimberly McFarland, and until next time, stay blessed.